I believe that there's a sort of force all around us, every day, everywhere, all the time. And today may be your day to die.
We meet Kimberly, who is on a road trip with her friends. She is driving with her one girlfriend and two stoners in the back. Her dad calls her and tells her that her transmission fluid is low and needs to be checked. She says she's fine and then hangs up. When the warning light comes on, her friend tells her not to stop the car. Kim sees a bus full of rowdy football players, a jockey-looking guy, a cyclist, a mother and her son, a truck with logs, a guy drinking in a truck, a stoner, and a cop while driving. The truck's cargo falls off when the cop spills his coffee. One of the logs goes through his window. The stoner's car flips over the cops, the cyclist falls off and is rammed by his motorcycle, the mother and son are killed, and the stoner is hit by a truck. Kim's car reversals, and she thinks it's fine until she sees the jockey-looking guy's car on fire. It is struck by the other truck, which comes after her car until she wakes up from a dream. She pulls over, stopping some people. The cyclist, Eugene, Nora, and son, a pregnant mother, a jock also known as lottery winner, Evan, the stoner, Rory, a rich girl cat, and the cop, Thomas. He stops and asks her why she is blocking traffic. She claims she saw an accident. He doesn't believe her until the truck passes by. The cars start to swell. Kim is enraged, and Thomas runs to his cop car to alert the other cops and back to save Kim from an approaching truck that hits her car, killing her friends. She cries and is taken back to the police station with the others. Eugene informs everyone about it and how everyone died. Kim's dad arrives and takes her home. She talks to her dad about her mother and all the death stuff. First, we see Evan, a lucky lottery winner who is getting a slew of emails from women about his money. After attempting to retrieve his ring, his microwave burns out as his hand gets stuck in the garbage disposal sink. He gets out of his apartment right before all of this starts to erupt.
Hi, Evan. You met at Tuffer's party last year? Oh, give me a call. Bye.
Thomas is reading articles about the Flight 180 incident. Alex Browning, the survivor from the Flight 180 who was apparently killed by a falling brick while still with Clear. Kim sees it and goes to her room. She looks at all her pictures of her friends, looks up Clear Rivers, and goes to the mental institution where Clear is. Clear informs her that she should just save herself and that all her friends will just die. After Kimberly storms out, she feels a bit guilty. Kimberly goes home and finds Thomas there. They talk until Kim sees a pigeon-like reflection, which intimidates her. She turns around and sees nothing there. Kimberly predicts that Nora and Tim will be attacked by pigeons. We then see Clear in her cell, where she has a sudden change of heart, considering leaving the hospital. Tim and his mother, Nora, are at the dentist. Tim goes inside. When a bird tries to reach the doctor, he is about to put a needle in his mouth. Tim is scolded by the dentist, who says he can't do it without all the distractions, so he gives him laughing gas instead. A fish tank has just started leaking near a half-pulled-out plug back in the main room. As he is drilling, the dentist hears the glass break and leaves Tim with his mouth open. The plug blows up the circuits while Nora and the dentist are trying to get rid of the bird. The gas tank turns up all the way. Tim's mouth is almost choked until the dentist's assistant comes to him. They leave after Tim almost died.
Would you rather just have a laughing gas?
Yo, you're gonna have to speak up. There's too much noise. Yes, the 6th at 2 p.m.
Now, Tim, you'll be awake, but you're not gonna be able to move much. Not again.
Nora cries out in the aftermath of the incident. Kim arrives and tries to take Nora away, but Thomas stops her. Nora is the next in line, she says. Then Claire arrives. They are taken to the morgue, where they encounter William Bloodworth, a mortician. He says that the only way to stop death is to create new life. While at a gas station, Kim has a strange vision. Thomas then realizes that a new life could lead to pregnancy. Isabella was stopped before the incident. On the white van Isabella was driving, Thomas sends out an APB. All of the survivors are gathered at Thomas' apartment. They all talk about who will follow them, but Nora knows it's herself. Eugene isn't a fan of this stuff, so he grabs his jacket and heads out. A cop discovers Isabella, and arrests her for stealing it, jokingly set up by Thomas. Nora and Eugene take an elevator. Rory is securing the potentially lethal items. He knocks down a slew of things. He looks down at the ground and sees a shadow of a body and some hooks. Thomas calls Nora, who drops her cell, getting her ponytail caught in the hooks, and informs her that hooks will kill her. The old man tries to free her, but the elevator opens and she runs out. Nora is being choked by the elevator doors. The elevator lift begins to rise. Kat and Claire lift her up, but the elevator rises, causing her to become decapitated. Eugene is afraid and crazily returns to Thomas. He threatens everyone with a pistol and holds it to his head, shooting 6 times and no one comes out. As Thomas inspects the pistol, he breaks down and cries. It is fully loaded. Claire says it wasn't his turn.
Man with hooks. I think I see a man with hooks. Is that a sign?
Oh my god.
Hello?
Nora, man with hooks is gonna kill you.
Isabella is shown in the next scene as the cop who pulled her over and placed her in the jail cell. Isabella's water breaks as they begin to argue. The cop panics and they abandon her van. They're going back to the other cars. Here's where the incidents at Flight 180 comes into play, and they talk about near-death experiences and how they are connected to Flight 180. As the cop and Isabella approach the road, Scott's tire explodes and they almost knock Isabella's car. The car goes out of control and crashes. Rory saves the farmer's son Brian from a speeding car. A camera crew arrives only to hit a rock, breaking their gas tank and causing it to leak. Rory gives Kim his wallet and keys and demands that she get rid of his porno and opioids, anything that would break his mother's heart. Scott's door is being cut off by firemen using jaws. Scott's head is struck against the sharp pole by the jaws, causing the airbag to fall out, killing her. The cigarette she was smoking smears into the gas tank of the news truck. The news truck explodes. A barbed wire cord held by 2 logs rips away, breaking Rory into several pieces. The farmer let them take his truck. They leave. Kim have a vision of being in the hospital. Isabella is supposedly choked by a doctor, Dr. Ellen Kalarjian. She tells Thomas and Claire what she saw. We then see Eugene, who is fine until the vents close. Thomas and Kim go to Isabella. Isabella's baby is fine. Eugene's air comes back from the emergency battery. They are all celebrating until Kim has a different vision. Isabella is seen at the wreckage, but not dead. She wasn't supposed to die in the accident. She then discovers that the visions are about her and sees a white van pull up. She understands what she must do and hops in the van, heading into the lake. Thomas follows her and tries to get her out. Kimberly sees flashbacks of the characters, and it begins to dim. She awakens to see the same vision she had earlier, with Dr. Kalarjian attempting to revive her. Thomas is by her side and welcomes her back to life.
It's me. The premonitions are about me. Dr. Kalarjian, ECG machine. Lake. The white van.
What are you talking about?
New life. I know what I have to do to save us. I have to die.
You can't give up.
Get Galargian.
Only new life can defeat death.
I know what I have to do to save us. I have to die.
Thomas and Kim are invited to the farmer's house, the one farmer who called the ambulance for Eugene. The farmer said that Rory pulled his son out of the way of an approaching tractor before he died. The barbecue explode, with the son also. The arm lands in the mother's plate.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
So how are you doing, Kimberly?
I don't know, I guess things are pretty much getting back to normal.
Oh, hey, careful.
I think I've been through closer calls.
Yeah, me too. Well, Brian was almost hit by that news van, and your friend Rory, he saved his life.